Today's agreement delivers smooth-flowing trade within the whole United Kingdom, protects Northern Ireland's place in our union, and safeguards sovereignty for the people of Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland is the only part of the UK that has a land border with an EU country, the Republic of Ireland. Now, it's been an open border for 25 years, ever since the Good Friday Agreement was signed to stop the bloody conflict there. Now, when Brexit was negotiated by former Prime Minister Boris Johnson, the solution he found was to put a border down the Irish Sea, and all goods going into Northern Ireland had to go through customs checks. It was a flawed deal from the very beginning. Now, the main unionist party in Northern Ireland, the DUP, has been bitterly opposed to this, saying that it makes Northern Ireland different from the rest of the United Kingdom. So what this deal is trying to do is to cut through all the paperwork and border checks. Anything going into Northern Ireland will now go through a green channel. There won't be any paperwork. It should make things run more smoothly.
For this to work, we have agreed on strong safeguards, like IT access, labels, and enforcement procedures that will protect the integrity of the European Union's single market.
There may be no paperwork involved for goods going through this new green lane, but any goods that are going on to the Republic of Ireland, in other words, entering the European Union, will need the same level of paperwork and certificates. It'll be just the same as any good going from England, for example, across the sea to Calais. That too involves the same procedures there. So that doesn't change. Now, the other area where there is some major change is that the Northern Ireland Assembly will have the ability to block rule changes taking place in the EU. This has been one of the big sticking points. If the EU changes its rule on food products or agriculture or medicine, the Northern Ireland Assembly will have the ability to say, no, we won't apply that here.
Goods destined for Northern Ireland will travel through a new green lane with a separate red lane for goods at risk of moving onto the EU. In the green lane, burdensome customs bureaucracy will be scrapped.
We still don't have all the details on these so-called green lanes. There will be trusted traders who will be able to bring things in without any paperwork, but just who qualifies for this, we still don't know. What it does mean, for example, is that any food that's being sent from mainland Britain to Northern Ireland will need no paperwork at the moment. There's loads of paperwork and extreme cost at the moment. It'll mean that any food that's available on British supermarket shelves on the mainland will be available in Northern Ireland. The same goes for parcels. For example, anyone sending a parcel to Northern Ireland has to fill in a customs declaration at the moment. That too will be scrapped. We're also told that when it comes to medicines, the EU have medicine rules, the UK may have slightly different rules. Now they're saying that any medicine that is available legally in Great Britain, in the UK, will be available in Northern Ireland.